Assalamualaikum everyone, my name is Aiman Afikah and my metric number is 287095. Today, our group will discuss the hazards that we found in the UUM Sports Center. So the first hazard that we found is a trip hazard, which is located at UUM Sports Center's grandstand. Trip hazard occurs when there are changes in walkways level and slopes. So, the thing that may cause someone to trip at the grandstand is the stair of the grandstand. As you guys see in this picture, the stairs have different level of stair riser and it also too high for people to use it safely. So, if someone trip, there will be consequences for minor injuries like sprains, bruises, scrapes, and severe injuries like fractured bone, spinal injuries, deep lacerations, and concussions. As a student of UUM, it will be hard for us to go to classes with an injured body as I mentioned before. Therefore, UUM should take control measures to prevent this situation from happening. In my opinion, the next time UUM want to build a stairs, they need to follow the required size by OSHA, which is 14 to 19 cm of stair risers. While for the existing hazardous stair, UUM should display a warning signage like black yellow hazard tape on the stair riser so that the student is aware that the stair is dangerous. The second hazard we found is a slip hazard that located at UUM Sports Center's swimming pool. Slip hazards are caused by wet or greasy surfaces, occasional spills, unanchored rugs or mats, and flooring that don't have the same degree of traction in all areas. So, as you guys see in these pictures, the floor near the swimming pool bleacher area is wet. So, the probability for someone to slip is high. The consequences of someone tripping are fractured bones, internal injuries, and head trauma. These injuries may require surgery or medical treatment, which has high medical treatment expenses. This will trouble the victim, especially UUM students, since they will have to put up more efforts to cover the medical expenses, which will subsequently make it more difficult for them to pay their education fees. Therefore, it is compulsory for UUM to take control measures such as having effective housekeeping that cleans the wet area regularly by using a mop or other cleaning tools. However, it may be hard to keep the pool area dry and safe all the time. So, another control measures that can be taken by UUM is to display a slip warning signage so that the students are aware of the potential risks and be extra cautious when walking around the wet area. That's all from me. I will pass this presentation to the next presenter.
Last hazard at UUM Sports Center were health hazard, which is rusty stadium metal grandstand. Rusty are metal appellant that has been abonded with reddish-brown spots. It will decrease oxygen among them and also will affect the human respiratory system. So, to avoid or solve it, staff can use abrasive tool to remove the rusty and apply a protective coating that can protect the metal appellant from being rusty.
My name is Nur Aisyah Shazana binti Abu Bakar and my metric number is 28577. Construction. Safety hazards were identified as building material were left without proper management and there was no warning to the public using the nearby area. Building material should not be left without a warning notice that can warn the public, especially in open areas of sports centers that are used by many. Medical consequences can cause harm to UUM residents, especially from the safety aspect. The result of placing building material irregularly like this will cause many injuries depending on the situation, such as injuries to the legs or hand, which may result in broken bones and require medical treatment, such as casing or surgery, and may result in disability. Head injury may also occur, and if the pain is internal, it may require surgery or other medical treatment and may result in health problems in the future. Apart from spoiling the scenery, this is expected to lead to the build-up of dust coming from building materials, which can lead to not only safety issues but also health issues if left for an extended period. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for explaining previous presenter. Now I'm Nordiana Atira binti Muhammad Yunus with the matrix number of 285043 will talk about uneven floors. Slip and fall incidents are a common source of injuries for some people around the nation. Any unwary person nearby could be in danger from an uneven floor surface, whether it's caused by a warped hardwood or damage. Considering it is inside a building where all the university students gather to engage in recreational activities, individuals who pass closely to an uneven floor will bear the risk of injury. So this is our findings at the UUM Sports Center. In one of the squash courts, specifically, there is a damaged and uneven floor, yet there is no warning tape or signage around it. Floors can become damaged or uneven for a variety of conditions. Poor floor maintenance error might eventually result in problems with an uneven surface. The general condition of a building's floor can also be harmed by poor architecture, design, and contracting work. The primary cause of the floor's unevenness in the first place may be one of these problems. Whatever the cause, it's critical that these problems be dealt with as soon as possible to avoid any major accidents or injuries. Those in charge in the situation needed to take immediate measures. Several different types of injuries, including those to the neck and spinal cord, concussion, fractures, back discomfort, and ruptured ribs, could potentially occur as a result of an uneven surface. While walking, a person must make sure that they are secure from hazards. However, there may be occasions where they choose not to pay attention to their surroundings. These possibilities of distractions can result in countless situations where people trip, fall, and sleep. As a result, there are several preventive measures that the management of UUM Sports Centers can do and take into consideration right away in order to ensure that any of the aforementioned injuries are prevented. Performing a workplace inspection as an initial control activity. Inspection assists in identifying and recording workplace dangers so that they can be addressed through corrective action. Committees from the Health and Safety Department can aid the management in the organization, execution, and oversight the inspection. Along with contributing to a quick workplace examination, a good signpost installation surrounding the damaged and uneven floor will alert both the general public as well as the staffs to a potential hazard. They will draw attention to the danger of slipping, falling, and tripping on an uneven surface. Staffs of the UUM Sports Centers can be reminded to use great caution with this clearly indicated signage. So that concludes of all of our findings in UUM Sports Center. So to summarize everything that has been said, the goal of this process is to identify all of the job-related or workplace hazard by carefully inspecting the work area and the task to be carried out. And after a risk has been identified, it is necessary to look into the risk to identify factors that might contribute to the risk before beginning a risk assessment. After that, the probability of an injury occurring must be assessed and to estimate how severe the injury might be. It is necessary to create a new work procedures in relation to the new control measures. Hence, to ensure that every worker is protected from harm and health risk, it is also crucial that all parties involved are informed about the changes and as needed given the proper information, instruction, training, and supervision. All of the process of identifying hazard, evaluating risk, and controlling those risks are ongoing to control the workplace and continue to make it a safer environment for everyone at all times.